Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well. I unfortunately just got a message from Elsa. She's caught in traffic and
Oh,
but we're still going to start, and when she arrives, it's all good.
okay.
These things happen in life, you know.
Yeah. And we were talking before with Elsa about this month that has been like 2 months in one.
Absolutely. I
Oh, for you
feel
too.
the same way. Absolutely. So much has happened.
Wow.
So much.
Incredible. So a little hard, but a little bumpy, but
Yes.
interesting.
So, since it's only us right now, why don't you do a check-in and let me know what's been happening with you since the last time we got together last month.
Well, in these past days, I met a very young man who is a kind of nephew of a friend of mine, and in fact, we became like family. And so he is helping me a lot, and I have been asking for help because I'm having problems with some bad people around me, and since we have been working on being with people that are aligned and better for us.
Yes, yes.
And so this was an interesting sign, and then we discovered that our mothers, well, when we kind of um, talked a little bit more, we discovered that it was on the August 22nd, and it would have been his mother's birthday, and my mother's birthday would have been on the 23rd.
Oh,
So we
wow.
met in. So we said, oh, okay, okay, let's see what happens. And in fact, he's helping me in my house, well, little things to fix, and in we discovered also that he has a passion for music, but he never played the piano, so I'm teaching him piano,
Wow.
and he's practicing now in another room.
Oh my goodness. That's
No,
fantastic. So,
that's perfect because we are exchanging like favors, help, and that's perfect. Ciao, see.
Hello,
hello, Elsa.
how are you, ladies?
Very
Fine.
good. Very good to see you. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm really good. Really excited about this session, and yeah,
Me too. And I try to reach out to many of my clients regarding this session today, but people have been swamped with unexpected things coming up, and they just couldn't make it today. So
okay,
we we will continue with whomever is here, and if it's just
yeah,
the three of us, that is great too.
yeah, of course, yeah. How are you, Fabricia?
Fine. A little, well, a lot tired because we had two sessions yesterday. One with intentions with the Spanish group, and sanación with Joy yesterday.
The global heart
Uh,
healing in
yeah.
Spanish. Yeah.
So, and today I've been translating for a session of a healing session for Elsa, and I was translating for one of my ex-students. So I
Italian.
can feel it. It's intense inside.
Yeah.
And now it will be our intentions. So
before you came in, Elsa, Fabrizia was talking a little bit about making sure to allow those in your field to be in alignment and not have to release energetics from people who are expressing or maybe carrying some toxic energetics. So I'm curious because I work with this a lot with my clients and especially in the last month. So I'm very interested in you, Fabrizia, explaining, if you can, how have you learned to discern who you allow into your inner circle and how you've navigated in asking people not to enter that space?
Well, for me, it's brand new, even if I'm 66. So I've been working my whole life spiritually, energetically, and through natural medicine and meditation, nada yoga. But still, I know from it's a long time. I know that I've been like programmed in my family to just accept everything and to put on my shoulders all the burdens for everyone in the family, and not only in the family, because then it's my problem has been that I don't see the bad in people. And I'm a teacher, and I'm a good teacher, I think, because of that, because I always look for the talents, the good aspects, and I say, oh yes, and so it's difficult to say no. It's difficult to in fact, what's difficult is to listen to myself, because I can feel immediately something wrong, but I don't listen to it. So now my practice would be, okay, I listen to myself, I take my time, and since I know what I want, and I know that when I'm with people with a good heart, everything is fine, everything is so easy, it's simple. We don't need explanations, we don't need to lose time and energies. It's always with gratitude and sharing, so it's easy. And it's not easy when people are toxic, especially narcissistic. How do you say this?
Yes.
So yes, I have a problem with this. So of course I've been for my whole life looking to understand my kind of addictions, or my behavior, addiction to even to love, what we call love, which is not love. See, so it's a lifetime. So yes, I'm learning still. And the new thing, I think, because of all these intentions with you, with Elsa and other people, we have been working a lot on all this. And so I think that now it's kind of more clear. And so I'm more alert, see, more aware. So let's see what happens. Now I have a problem with a little piece of land that I bought when I bought this house. But who knows? Because I can feel that there is something very positive in this negativity. So let's see what happens. I suddenly, in this month, that has been 2 months, I became aware that maybe partly I bought the land for the wrong reasons. It's a long story, but family reasons. And so there was a man that was working on that land with the person that owned the owner that was there before, and the owner told me that this person would go, and he didn't do anything. So I lost time and energies, and now I decided to sell the land because this young man, I told you, told me, well, but do you want to sell this land of yours? Because years ago I wanted to buy it, but it was too much for me. And so he is probably buying the land, but the first thing is that we have to do something about this man who is really somebody who is toxic.
Yes.
Very toxic and a little bit dangerous, but at least now I feel centered, and I know what I want, and so I will, if it's needed, I will fight. Also because this young man told me, now Fabrizia, you are not alone, you will never be alone again, I'm with you, I'll help you, and he's helping.
Very good.
So I think that maybe it was already decided, see, because it's also a good learning experience.
Yes.
Even if, well, it's hard. I wouldn't have chosen with my will to be in that burden, but we'll see.
So loving boundaries are so important, and being able to learn how to be a neutral observer without taking on the energetics of other people, while still helping and being open, as you said, being open to all people, because we all have some shadows and toxicities in our own beings over our lifetime of experiencing life. So it's good to hear that you're seeing this in a more neutrally positive way, while setting up these loving boundaries, which, in part, I feel like the experience that Elsa and I had in preparing for today was a little bit speaking to kind of reprioritizing what is going on in our lives, ordering in a different way, clearing, and maybe why August felt like 2 months and 1 month. So I'm going to turn this over to Elsa to explain a little bit about the astrological aspects that have kind of dominating this month and coming into the next one. So Elsa, would you please share with us?
Yes, thank you. So we had a new moon on Saturday, new moon in Virgo, 0 degree Virgo. And Virgo in the natural zodiac wheel, it's the healer, the caretaker, it's the health, the work, daily life, organization, planning, detail-oriented. And so it works in axis. And in front of Virgo, there is Pisces. And since 30th of January, the karmic nodes entered into, so North node, which is the head of the dragon, is in Pisces, so where we're supposed to head. And Virgo is the tail of the dragon. So the South node in our natal chart is also the gift we bring from past lives that can be useful in this one, and also the things we need to detach to. So the karmic nodes will stay in this axis during 18 months. So we still have, we are like halfway. In September, we're like halfway of the journey with the energy Virgo Pisces. And this new moon opens eclipse season, which will last until the full moon of October. Joy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So,
I was explaining about the astrology.
oh, nice.
Yeah, for this month, we were just finishing up a little bit of check-in and catch up, and now Elsa's just describing the astrological aspects that fuel this intention today.
Yeah. So we are working with the Virgo new moon energy, and my wish is that what needs to be ordered can be ordered gently, because sometimes we know we have to let things or people go, and if we don't, it can feel really painful when situation happens. But we are here in this container since many months together already, so intuition is developed, and we all feel that there is no surprise anymore, like where it's coming. We can see that coming. We can feel that. We can sense how there is some change that is asked to be done, decisions to be taken in this area of my life, or in my personality, or in my needs, or in my relationships, or in my work, or projects, or friendships, or everything. So my advice here is, when we feel there is a change that needs to be done, let's just start taking the steps and use this eclipse energy to surf it and not suffer it. Because the Pisces energy, it's in its fullest, Karen. Hi.
Sorry for joining late. I was on another call, but I just finished, so
How
I
are
just
you?
jump in. I'm
She's
great.
my friend from Costa Rica. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, I'm
Nice
excited.
to meet you. Any friend of
So I was
Elsa's is a dear friend of ours.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys too. Nice to meet you all. Where are you all from?
I am from Mill Valley, California right now, but originally from the East Coast. And
I'm in New Mexico in the US.
All right.
Well, let's say both from Italy and France, and I'm in both places. Right now, I'm in Italy.
Okay. Nice.
I'll soon be back to France.
so we were
Bumpy lives.
Yeah, well, sorry for interrupt, so you guys carry on.
No, I was just going to say, so we were just coming into an understanding of what fueled the intention for this month. And Elsa was giving us a summary of Virgo and the new moon in Virgo as it intersects with Pisces and North nodes and dragons at the head and tails of the dragon, and how it impacts us, and that that change needs to be done. And she just said a very interesting statement, I feel, where rather than having change be so sudden and prioritizing really fast, to really take steps to look at each one and work with it in a more paced expression versus being overwhelmed by immediate change without that kind of discernment and consciousness around the change. So go ahead, Elsa, you can finish.
Yeah, because so we entered the eclipse season. So all September we have two eclipses, one on the 7th of September, which is the full moon in Pisces, and 21st of September we're gonna have another new moon in Virgo. So we have two new moons in Virgo this year. So it's from Saturday until beginning of October, it's all eclipse season. And eclipses are detonators. So the energy of the eclipse is gonna like flashlight on something. It doesn't mean something will happen the day of the eclipse, but we want to have like our antennas out and be aware of, okay, there are messages coming this way about this area of my life, or this area, or these people, or here, this and this. And because Pisces, in its fullest expression, is unconditional love, like the fusion with the oneness and unconditional love. And it can be art, music, inspiration, intuition, but it can also be like foggy and confusion. That's why we need to use the Virgo energy to have clarity, to be able to, expand in the love and in the oneness, and surf the wave of the Pisces energy.
Can I just add that what she said that was so magical was, as we navigate all of these changes, if we can choose to surf instead of suffer. I thought that was so beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I resonate deeply because there's lots of changes.
That's
right?
really why I do astrology, because we all feel there is something bigger than us that is interacting in our energy. So when I learned about all the planets, I was like, okay, then if I learn about the transits and what is more or less coming in my life, in my business, in my relationships, I can surf it. I don't have to like take the wave right in my face, or feel that the universe is working against me, or no, it's taking ownership. Like, okay, I have the tools, I use the tools, and maybe this month it's more challenging business-wise, but relationship-wise, it's richer, and flowing with all the different kind of planetary energies. And yeah, it's supposed to be fun. The ride is supposed to be fun.
And this just sort of like is what I needed to hear, because I've been pushing myself, like not even pushing because action wasn't there. It was more of this mental pressure. I need to do this, I need to do that. Time is going, and I need to achieve this, and just feeling all this pressure. But there was a part of me that was saying like, you can also flow, like stop putting so much pressure, just do little by little, and eventually things will happen. And if you're aligned and doing the things with intention, and it's a good thing, then you can bend time, or things will just happen without you having to force it or pour action. So I was debating with these two sides of me, because I'm a Virgo. I am in the my birthday is coming up in September. And so I'm very perfectionist and I always want to push and blah blah blah. But mentally, like my mind is always like this. And so that part I have always struggled, even with the word surrender. Whenever I got into personal growth and spirituality and all that stuff, and they were like talking about surrendering, I couldn't understand. And in a way, one part of me was thinking it was like giving up. And another part of me is like just sit back and, let it be. But yeah, like that you guys are talking about this is just really what I needed at this time, because I had all this confliction of like, okay, I need to surrender and also, but I need to also put a little action and all this, but how to balance the two? Mm.
I appreciate hearing you say that, Karen, because my older brother is also a Virgo and he's extremely perfectionistic, push, push, push. But something I woke up with this morning was, even though there is this need to surrender, this time I was so feeling like there's a need to take action, but not like the pushing action, but this sense of really looking at your day and asking inside, is what I am about to do for the best and highest good for my development, for my walk in life, for those around me? And I got that message so strongly this morning. So I so appreciate you saying what you did about surrender and being passive. Right now, it's not about being passive, but it's also about surrendering to those things that we can't control, letting go of our hyper control over things, and to allow for the movement and flow of life to match our resonance of what is best for us, and it's sometimes really hard to get that balance. Go ahead, Elsa.
Yeah, and about this thing about flowing, it's also entering in the flow, doing what we are good at, and not needing to push on what is difficult for us. That's why it's so important to be like in groups and having supports and working in teams, because we all have the 12 signs in our natal chart, and we all have different um, like supportive angles to each other, and also triggering to each other, but it can be like harmonious triggers that will empower. And so it's very beautiful to work in group and use those energy all together, because that's Pisces, like it's unity. We are all in this all together at the end. Yeah.
So because we had Fabrizia give her update from last month, and we didn't get a chance to hear Elsa's or Joy's or even Karen's, although you did share a bit of your entry here and what's going on for you. So can you, Joy, speak about a little bit of a check-in from last month to this month?
I can definitely check in. It has been chaos. And I am, that's the truth. And I'm a Virgo. Virgo, August 24th, so on Sunday. And on Sunday and on Saturday, I got my birthday present, my beautiful, that I asked for. I wanted to get my old car detailed, and I have a beautiful old 2006 Escalade. And I love it. And it's got beautiful, and it was fascinating because it became a little fuss with my husband, and I was like, but we agreed that this was that we're going to invest in keeping these vehicles good for us, and And he said, yeah, and I just spent $3,200 on your dad's old pickup. And I said, the one that sits there for weeks, months, maybe even years at a time. Wow, okay. $3,200 for a vehicle we don't move. And I said, well, okay, that's okay. I know his name is Tune Up, by the way. So he drives a truck, and that's his mentality. Is you take care of everything. And I said, yeah, but you could have maybe talked to me about the cost, because he didn't fix what he took. He took it in there for a broken light, a check engine light. And the man just told me that he hadn't checked that, and he checked it now, and it's only $67 part. He literally didn't do what he asked him to do. But anyway, I just said, but we've already agreed, and I booked this. And so anyway, you guys, they did such a magnificent job. The kid did. He's a young man that we've known his family forever. He's a year younger than my daughter, and did such a beautiful job that I just had to tip him. And I took Doak and showed him. I took a video. You can get in our group and you can see it, because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable changes. Anyway, Doak got so in love with what happened there. He said, I think we should do the exterior of your car and the headlights. And I think I should get him to do the detail job inside my semi truck. And I said, oh, yes, I think so too. Because that meant we didn't have to do it. But we did do it, in that we had to take everything out of the truck. And all of these beautiful birthday messages were coming in, and I was washing laundry and cleaning, and I didn't get to do any of the birthday stuff, But it was such a beautiful thing, and you just go with the flow. And the same thing, I have so many things going on technology wise. I think there's so much cleanup happening in the world that it made my printer, which has worked flawlessly for 2 years, literally stop. And it took 3 days to fix it, but I did. And so I have this whole long list of technology to update for, 10, 20, 40 years, 19,000 videos and pictures, all these things. But I've just got little step-by-step checklists, and those all will come behind all of the updates that we are putting together while we change the platform for Global Heart Healing, which is a huge undertaking and going magnificently. And speaking of that, I hope that some of you got emails, because I sent them from 2 different platforms, and it's really been crazy, because then they just say, no, it's not going, it's not going. So I hope that more people aren't here because they didn't miss emails. That's what I'm hoping. So yeah, but I am just loving it, because the magnificence of what is occurring and what has to happen in order to surf and swim along all of these changes in our world, I see it at every step. I see it, and it makes the surfing easier, Elsa. Thank you.
And just for the sake of those who do not know Joy, she is one of the most unmaterialistic people I know. So her speaking about a car is very rare and unusual. So just putting that out there.
Yes, it is a 2006, just to let you know.
Yeah.
And I'm also, I don't think, Karen, you probably know because you're friends with Elsa, but I came into all of this about 8 years ago into energy healing. I've been holistic health and nutrition for 29 years, but from Joyful Energy Heals with emotion code, body code, and Elsa went into that after finding it through me, and then that all metamorphosized into this passion for this mission of bringing just a helping hand to let people know that we can all heal, and it's in you, it's in your heart. And that's how Global Heart Healing was founded, and my beautiful team of core practitioners. And so that's nutshell, really too long, but thank you.
Thank you, Joy. All right, now, Miss Elsa, your little update from last month to this month.
It's been very busy, very busy. Like, my sister arrived end of July and was there with my niece for 2 weeks, and I was with my own son as well. like I had to what you were talking earlier, like how we align with our heart and our energy, and I was really like putting myself first and saying, yeah, I love you, but I need a good night's sleep. I love you, but today I work, so I see you later for dinner, or tomorrow I come to pick you up and we do something together. And it worked really well, actually. Everybody was happy, and so I didn't get overwhelmed. My parents did, actually, but yeah, now they left, so everything went back to order. And I don't know, I feel something opened in the family lately with my parents' relationship. We already had a good relationship, but now I set intentions. I set intentions 2 weeks ago with a friend. She was like, "Oh, what do you want to work on today?" And I was like, "Oh, there is," because my mom is going through the second phase of menopause, and it was a bit like crazy. And so I set an intention that she would become a joyful and dynamic woman, and she's turning into the funniest. I never saw my mom so funny. Like she's really, I don't know, she has like the spark of joy of life, like ignite again, and it's so beautiful to witness. So we're having fun, we're laughing a lot, and yeah, last night, no, 2 days ago, we came back. I have a friend visiting from Texas, and so I drive him, like we go to sacred sites and things. And this morning we were in Mont Saint-Michel. Tomorrow we go to Chartres, to another cathedral. And yeah, it's been like a lot of intensity and also energy activation. And so yeah, August was really full, like and rich and intense. And so I'm like, okay, but I feel today like I have the how you say I have the I'm the driver. I'm in the driving seat. Like yeah, I can do what I feel I have to do. Like I like next week I was planning like okay, I will do this and go back to my qigong practice and this and that, and it feels really good. So I'm excited for what is coming. I don't know what is coming because it can be a lot of different stuff, but I'm excited for the future and it feels really good. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Yeah.
Elsa. And a quick, maybe a couple sentences from Karen. The last month, this is your first time here.
Yes, this is my first time.
So last time, just so you know, with the last month is to this month and what we were working on last month, our intention was that we courageously accept our duality by listening to what needs to transform in order to align with our heart wisdom and ever-evolving purpose. And this month you'll hear in a moment, but so maybe there's something that you experienced around your ever-evolving purpose that you can speak to for a moment.
Well, I can totally relate with the duality that I was just talking before because, well, I just came back home to Costa Rica after being away traveling for 3 years. So I also experienced that duality of like being in a familiar place and with the same people, and they want to kind of treat me the same way and all of these. And then this whole new person that I am after being away for so long and doing all this stuff. And so I kind of conflict with the two because sometimes I'm behaving like this old self that I just don't like and don't want to be, and I get sad about all of that. But and then trying to build this new person and this new like business and way of being in the world and all of that. So I'm always fighting between the two. And I get that they don't want me to change, or they want that old person or whatever. And so it comes from their love and their fear and all that. So we do get confrontations in certain things, in ways of being in, like, seeing the world and how I want to be and all of this. So I'm dealing with that. They're also trying, dealing with that. And then there is this other part of what I want. And I've been trying to establish myself as a coach and do certain things. And I was first in the whole, like, call, what is the word called? Like, I forgot about it now. That thing where you don't believe that you know enough, or that who am I, that imposter syndrome sort of thing. So I was consuming and studying and doing certifications and all this stuff, but never like put into action and things. But now I'm like, okay, enough. You know enough, you've done enough, you have helped a lot of people free enough. It's time to really do this and try to make this as your, life or source of income or something, because I want to continue traveling and doing all of these. So I've been trying to focusing on that part. And one day, talking with a neighbor, she really likes to go to this guy who he's an astrologist, but he also channels like an oracle. And you can, he reads with some dice and certain things, and you can ask questions and do all of that. So I thought, I'm gonna go try, because anyways, he just works with like, what is the word? Donation, like whatever you wanna give at that time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and see. And one of the things, when he did the first reading, which is like a general reading, that he mentioned, and then it surprised me a lot that I happened to join the group and all these things. Well, he says, but is a channel, is a woman, that if I want things to happen, I need to get in group. I need to network. I need to do it with others. Like, I just can't keep trying to do it alone. That it will take me way longer. Like, something that I could achieve or just do in a couple months, it will take me years if I continue to try to do things like on my own. And that it is important for me to connect, to be in groups. Doesn't have to necessarily be in person. It can be in these kind of setups. And it's funny because I've been a coach, and I love coaching in groups and all this other stuff, but I never really joined like masterminds or kind of other kinds of groups and stuff. So this is something that I'm doing, and it is happening also sort of like natural. So I'm happy about that, and I'm very excited to be in this group, and I hope I can join more calls and all this stuff, because I knew I needed it, but I kind of needed it to hear from somebody else so I could take action, and yeah, so that's what's happening in my life right now, and I think it kind of relates to what the topic was.
Very much, very much. So thank you so much for catching us up on that. And boy, you took action really quickly, and you're here. And congratulations for being open enough and courageous enough to join us today. We really appreciate your presence. And just to let you know, normally there are more people here, but number one, I was sharing earlier that a lot of people have had unexpected new challenges this week and could not make it from my network of people. And Joy just explained that there's this reorganization in the back end that has been extremely complicated, and she's making great headway, but it's not quite there yet, but soon to be. So So we are going to, I'll just give a quick summary of what Elsa and I normally do in this process. We normally take the first half hour. This was a little unusual today because of disrupting an entry, understandably. But we take the first half hour for people to check in. We give, 2 or 3 minutes a person to do that. And then we do approximately 30 minutes of 3 meditations on the same intention, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes. I will ask right now if we have enough time, because we'll probably go over by 15 minutes, if people have enough time to do that. Otherwise, okay, beautiful.
Also explain to her about the Therify.
Yes, I will. And then just to close that off, the last 30 minutes are for experiences that you have during those 3, 6, and 9 minutes of meditation. Now, during that time, we're all completely silent, but we come back to this group after each segment on purpose so that we can jot things down that might come to us. And this device here, if you could see these 2 beautiful glass vessels, and in back of my head, you can't really see it, but in back of my head is in a little trunk, like a toolbox, is a Nikola Tesla copper coil that helps to facilitate energy from this device related to plasma and our energetic electromagnetic fields. So when this is turned on, it helps us to anchor what we are intending, to anchor the optimal health within our being while we are intending what we are intending. It allows the energy to continue beyond this session into your weeks until next session. And usually it has quite a positive impact for people, and people express in the next session how they've been impacted by this intention. So next week and next month, when you come, especially for Karen, because other people have experienced this, you'll be able to share whatever happens between now and then related to this intention. Okay? So,
I'm excited.
okay, very good. So, Elsa, is there anything else you want to share before we begin?
No, let's do it.
All right, very good. And usually we record these, and I'm very clear that the recording is on, and hopefully it will actually record. Last time, for some reason, it didn't. So Great Spirit, Divine Source, all that is, all the master teachers and loving guides, those from the ancestral and angelic realms. We are here in great gratitude to receive in our own unique ways messages from Source regarding our intention today, which is this: to courageously take ownership for what is needed and allow for unexpected transformation to occur. 3 minutes begin now. 3 minutes are complete. Now, I'm leaving this on for Karen's sake so she could see what it looks like when it's on. And if you could just take a moment to write down anything you might have received in symbols, in words, or if you were just silent and emptied of mind, that's great too.
Joyce, before you do the next one, could you drop the intention in the chat?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mhm. Our intention is to courageously take ownership for what is needed and allow for unexpected transformation to occur. 6 minutes begin now. 6 minutes are complete. Our intention is to courageously take ownership for what is needed and allow for unexpected transformation to occur. 9 minutes begin now. 9 minutes are complete. Welcome to Graciela, and just wanted to let you know that we were in the middle of meditation and why I muted you. But you're welcome to come on in as we share what each of us have experienced in this 369 meditation. And for you, particularly, again, our intention is to courageously take ownership for what is needed and allow for unexpected transformation to occur. So, hold on a minute. I love jotting down notes regarding these intentions because I feel like they're so transformative. It's important for me to record them. So, okay, so who would like to go first? Go ahead. If you can unmute yourself, Fabricia, go ahead.
Since I have good news, I will start. The first image I had was that I was a butterfly. So I thought, okay, so the transformation is done. And as soon as I had this image and sensation and thought, I was in a land, and it could be the land I was talking about, and it was full of butterflies, like I saw in Mexico, everywhere, all colors, and so I was simply enjoying this, and with a little of like. Okay, that's weird, but beautiful. And of course, the mind tried to enter the show. And so I thought, well, but life is not like this. That could be evil somewhere. And I could feel that, no, because we were in kind of another dimension. So we were invincible. We couldn't have even a dialogue with evil forces. So I thought, not bad. I like this. In the 6 minutes, and I think, yeah, we cannot be touched by evil intentions. The 6 minutes, the first image was I was under the ocean, and there were a lot of little silver fish all around. Another space. It was beautiful, full of light, even underwater. And then in the depth, I saw like a treasure, a box. And some coins, some golden coins, began to get to the surface of the water, like this. And of course, my mind thought, that's weird. Should stay down. No. And so these coins, these golden coins, were coming to the surface, and outside there was the sun, and so the ocean was completely of gold with a lot of light. Wonderful. And yeah, and near the end of this vision, I began to also to listen to some music with a beautiful harmony. So, and for the 9 minutes, my first image has been a valley, green and sunny, like the Hobbit Valley. And everybody was just calmly working and enjoying their work in peace, very joyful. And well, I kept on staying in that vision. Well, the starting point of the vision was I was in the night and there was a tunnel. So I entered the tunnel, and on the other side there was this valley. And towards the end of the vision and the end of the 9 minutes, I could feel like we were definitely downloading a vision from, I don't know, another dimension, another vibration, but it was real. I mean, we were just downloading a reality to our dimension. So I'm happy. I feel happy.
Thank you so much. All right. Who would like to go next? Joy, go ahead.
I also just want to give Fabricia such a grateful, overwhelming gratitude, because you always joyfully go first when others are hesitating. And I almost went first, but I also saw you kind of gritting. I was like, okay, I want to hear what you say. And so the fact that you saw this golden sea or ocean, I just immediately felt this golden vibrational frequency. It was really in my head and completely filling it, just creating like a nirvana feeling. It's just, I'm a very big feeler, you guys know that. And just making clarity to me that literally we do have this. We absolutely can take ownership. We have vibrational imaginal cells in our hearts that agree with, when we get this vibrational frequency going, then we bring the brain in that just kind of, and it was so cool because I felt it touching every area of people that I love that are in a little bit of chaos. My sister's family and my brother's deal and just and then I have some very specific beautiful people I'm doing a lot of healing with, and I just felt, yeah, this is it. We're courageously taking ownership of what is needed and allowing for the unexpected to transform. And I felt it. I felt it. We're doing it. We can do it. It's not even hard. It's going to be very fun and very easy. And it told me, so, I usually find something that might be blocking that, and we can release that for ourselves, for our group, and for those who are ready in the global heart. And so it said to release indecisiveness. I was like, oh, that's kind of perfect. Yeah, we can release indecisiveness, and then we can courageously take action and do what's needed. And then in the sixth, honestly, it all just continued, where I just thought of other situations or events that needed a little tender care. And I just started feeling that and feeling that way about it, with this golden vibrational, imaginal cell transformational energy, that there is nothing we can't do. It's ask, believe, receive. That's all it is. It is. And we have to sit in the belief and put on that cloak of belief and feel it, And so and then in the 6 minutes, anything that was not in agreement with that came in, was to release dread and to release lack of control. And I just was like, this just is so fun. It's so fun because it comes up so clearly, you know. And then honestly, it just was even more so in the 9 minutes. And there it suggested we release frustration, hopelessness, and low self-esteem. And so we did that. I just did it for myself, for anyone in this group where it was appropriate. You guys are all sovereign, so it only releases if you want it to release. And then for the global heart, everyone around the world where it is safe and where they are ready, willing, and able with divine co-creation of Father, Mother, God, beautiful universal source energy. That will also happen for those who are safe, where they are ready, willing, and able. And if they aren't ready, willing, and able now, or if it isn't safe, we ask for that energy healing to continue. And so the third one then, frustration, hopelessness, and low self-esteem. I have some people who are really, really struggling with health conditions that could keep them, that could move them off this planet. And that's not their chosen path. And so reminding all of us that we truly are in control. We're creating our reality and bringing it back to that, the knowingness that we have this. We've got this, guys. That's what I got. I love the intention. I love it, ladies. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much, Joy. Okay, who's next? And Graciela, you're welcome to chime in if you happen to, in a very non-local way, receive this intention to also speak, whatever you wish to. Elsa, would you like to go next?
Yes, I can share. So for me, it was very much physical and energetical. No visions, nothing, like just at the end. And it was really this allowing. So I decided, okay, I will just like sit in my chair and see what happens. And it was really much the 3 minutes just uh crown chakra. Crown chakra energy and some release in my back and then heart chakra spinning. And the 6 minutes was really feeling in my energetical field, like how the energy was moving and clearing some stuff without having the need of understanding, oh, but what is happening, or which kind of energy is removed, or this or no, just like relaxing and letting the energy and the terrify and the intention work. And I really felt also a lot of gratitude, like, life is so nice. It's so nice to be like it is right here, right now with you all doing this intention. And it's not something like lately I wasn't in this state of mind. And tonight it was just like, I don't want to be anywhere else doing anything else with anybody else. I love what I'm doing here, right now with you all, and it's just perfect how it is. And it's such a expansion of heart um, energy and gratitude that was really beautiful. And the 9 minutes was just, I was just like smiling in pure ecstasy, like, yes, that's so good. And at some point I had the only vision I had was like kind of a vision of God, but God with like gray hair and beard and looking like above the cloud, like, okay, how is she doing? And one of my friend in Mexico, she has this sentence that soy la consentida de Dios. I am the kind of favorite or protected by God. And it came to my mind like, yeah, it's really how it feels like safe in my field, safe in my life, safe in my relationships, and nothing to worry about because there is this sovereignty and protection and connection and alignment that it's just unconditional no matter what, and it feels really good. So that's my sharing for tonight. Thank you.
Oh, very beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. This is just great. Okay, so Karen, you don't have to share, but you are welcome to share.
Okay, well, I'm gonna share. For me, it's a bit challenging because I was disconnected with meditation that is wasn't guided meditation or mantra and all this other stuff because of issues. But anyway, it was funny because so when I went to this oracle, one of the things also that she said is that I had to connect back again with meditation in silence, like silent meditation, and not having to have somebody guiding and all this stuff. And so I was okay. So I've been trying, but it wasn't like so. The fact that I joined the call, but I wasn't really sure what was gonna happen or what was about. And then we were doing this in silent and all of that. At the first 3 minutes, all I felt, and I'm very bad at seeing things, honestly, but I have these like words or emotions. So I had this like gratitude, like, oh, I needed this. And like so much gratitude and connection, but that even my eyes started feeling like watery, like just like with so much emotion of gratitude. So that was the first 3 minutes. All I can, just but was grateful that I was here, I was with you guys, I was connecting with this again, that I needed it and I was kind of forced because I knew I had to do it, but wasn't doing it. Because I do my meditations, but again, always guided in different things. And then I wrote down our intention. And so in the 6 minutes, what I was receiving or the words that was coming was embrace and embody, embrace and embody, embrace and embody, because I've been doing this course in Mind Valley, and they talk about how every thought and all these things are like trees. So they can be very deformed and all of this. And that's how we embody. And she show like scans of how thoughts look in the brain and all that, and they are actually like trees and all this, and that's how we embody because they become proteins and all of this. So I was like into that, like embrace and embody. That's all because I was also my mind wanted to go somewhere else, so I just kind of like keep coming to that, like, no, you're here, and if you're still here, you're going to embrace and embody. And then in the third, those 9 minutes, I was, yes, here and all this, but then I couldn't help my mind going to places of ideas. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go and see what is this idea, because we also talked about actions. And so I even wrote down the idea, which is an action of something I want to do for a program that is coming. And so a way of like doing that. So I thought, okay, if it's coming, it might mean something. It's not, I don't feel that I'm really distracted or I'm distracting myself.
Yeah.
I am here with you guys and all this, but I'm gonna listen to this idea. Maybe there's something there. And then at the end, I just was trying to be in the moment and with my breath and all this to try to connect again with this kind of meditation. And yeah, so I enjoyed it. It was really, really nice.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I love that everybody receives in different ways. So getting visions isn't any better than getting words. Getting symbols isn't better than getting something else. And I love your description of, oh, and then suddenly ideas came in. And even though sometimes it's the mind taking over, it felt very much not like that for you, that it felt like, oh, it's an insight that is bubbling up for you related to the intention. I just really appreciate you sharing that like you did, because nothing is rejected. This is all an embrace of what comes through our unique vessels, and everyone is different. I don't care what people say. Everyone is uniquely different. That's why we have fingerprints that are just unique to us. I believe we have soul prints that are unique to each of us.
Yeah, and I used to, like I said before, not join or I joined these kind of groups or different things, and then I not constant or whatever, because I was always judging myself that I am very rational, very like, not so much of visions and things and all of that. I did felt like when Elsa was mentioning about the chakras and all of these, that's why I think I did also allow this idea to come through and I listened to it. Because one of also the things that um, this oracle was saying, it was that I should try to connect with my chakras whenever I'm dealing with somebody and feel like, okay, where am I feeling that I'm connecting with this person? On which chakra and all these things. So like when the idea came, I did felt that it was from the root mostly. So that's why I thought, okay, it's not like so much of thoughts in the mind going crazy. It's something that wants to sort of create or come in. So that's why I kind of let it in. But anyways, what my point is that I'm always very like logical, structural, action going, a lot of like, masculine energy or something. And so when I join this kind of stuff, everybody's like, oh yeah, and this and I just couldn't relate. And I was feeling, okay, there's something wrong with me, or always judging that I didn't have those experience, and maybe this is not for me. And then I just like so move away like from a lot of this stuff. But then eventually, and because of these trips that I told you guys that I've been doing and connecting with other people and all of that, I was like, no, I mean, I have my ways and I still feel connected to God, to source, to energy, and I still feel that I can bring something. I have a gift, and I in my own way, or my own way of expressing or feeling the things, I could be a I don't forget the word in English, Elsa, if you can help me, aportar to the group.
Yeah, like a compliment, like
Yeah, like to bring a little piece into the mix,
of
like I
course.
bring my little grain of sand. So aportar is that, like I give this to the meal, right? Like this is my sharing. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And our whole premise in all the work we do, both in my business, Lead by Wisdom, and Joy's Global Heart Healing, is all about that. It's all about coming together to complement each other. And also, for those who are more logically oriented, they might learn and want to balance in their brains and beings. How do we bring both of them together within ourselves? And then for those who are more intuitively geared and in their higher chakras more, they may also wish to ground more and to manifest those things that Virgos have a really easy time manifesting that many other people don't. So yeah, this is totally in alignment. So I'm going to, if you guys are okay with me sharing what I received during this, it's very interesting, and this happens on a regular basis, like a thread, a through line, like through all of your shares, like right out of the gate. So 3 minutes for me. A net high in the golden sky beyond Earth's atmosphere swirls into the form of a Mobius strip, the infinity sign twisted onto itself, cascading down to this group in interacting with our energy fields. We each carry frequencies that anchor divine love in all that we do and are evolving into, as our intention to serve others also helps to support our abundance. We are carried to a higher frequency that we now recognize and allow it to lead us where we need to be, what to say, and how to do our life path work. 6 minutes. Suddenly, as each of us go about our daily walk, and this reminded me of several of you, we begin to see, sense, or feel what to pay attention to, what to prioritize, and what is needed. We notice unusual energies, extra bright. We start to hear angelic messages say this: pay attention to the creatures or animals that are suddenly showing up, and ask yourself what that means to you. There will be an increase in the signs you receive to gain greater clarity on what is needed and what you each can prioritize for your current focus. These won't just be for you, but extend to those you know and others beyond those who know you know. 9 minutes. As we continue to discern the signs we each uniquely receive, a great calmness wafts over our bodies and being. We notice that we are less reactive and more anchored in our divinely guided direction. We walk with a steady confidence, not cocky, not better than, but a gratitude that surpasses any challenge that we receive that comes into our life. And that those challenges literally are addressed by the light that we are emanating. And it emanates from us first very softly and then very loudly. We hear from beneficent angelic forces this: you are each emissaries of loving, healing light, and people can receive it as it emanates. You will not lose it. As you share it, it will become ever bright. And then the very last thing, with all of these beautiful musical things like Fabrizia was talking about at the end of one of her sessions, these are the words that were sung: only love endures. It was super beautiful, and you guys were so bright lit. Like everyone was like you could barely see your outline or your face. It was just all light walking around. It's really quite beautiful.
That's
anyway,
beautiful.
so we are 11 minutes over time, but if we can say one word, one sentence in closing, and also to let you know that our next session is Thursday, September 25th. And Joy, if you have any messages you want to share related
Yes,
to global
I do. Thank you. Yeah, globalhearthealing.com is actually switched onto the new platform and it looks magnificent. It's not everything done like every single one of our 6 events that we do every month, so 4 in English and 2 in Spanish. They have their own calendar now, so each person will be able to choose what they're wanting to attend. But we're also going to have people who are in the membership, they'll be able to see it all on one calendar, and it'll have the Zoom link, so you'll never be lost again. It's taking us a while to make that happen because, like today, we were trying to get the calendar to put it, and we got the calendar in both GI Global Intention Meditations and A Course in Miracles, and then it didn't work. So we're still getting those things fixed, and we're migrating all of the courses. And I wanted to say just really quickly to Karen. Karen, I first of all, welcome. We're thrilled that you're here. And second of all, I have it's kind of a different thing than imposter syndrome, but it's exactly what you're experiencing in going back home. So for me, this wild ride and deep, I've always been kind of gut feeling and that kind of thing. And I've muscle tested for 29 years, but in the last 8 years, this whole energetic experience of other people's energy and then being able to shift and move it, like all that came through. And my family really doesn't know what to do with me. It's really honestly no. They're like, yeah, Joy's doing her stuff. And would you please do it for us, but don't talk to us about it because no. So I just wanted to tell you, and also I've been in Mind Valley since 2017, January 1st, and was an ambassador. I was the stakeholder in the Soul Circle, chakra healing, all of that. So I just wanted you to know because I know that you and Elsa are super. I just wanted you to feel comfortable in your own skin here, bringing exactly who you are. It doesn't matter so I'm a Virgo and I have a lot of very analytical things. And I also need a little bit more of maybe a little more aggressive, more a little, I get things done, but I'm very, very quiet about it. So Global Heart Healing has grown very quietly. But that was also very important because this is a sacred space and the people here, I need every one of them to feel safe. So I just wanted you to know that it's with that and it's with the connection through Mind Valley to have this worldwide connection that we just like the cream has risen to the top and the discernment that I didn't used to have, I do now. And it has brought me people like you, like Joyce, like Elsa. I mean, and it's a way for us to bring our gifts to the world and not do it alone
Yeah.
and be
That's
supported. So
exactly what I need. And I was feeling that it was lacking. And I do want you all to know that I feel safe. And a lot of the judgment is like self-judgment, and also that knowing it's part of that I am breaking those stuff. And so that discomfort of what I'm feeling they're breaking is what gets me like to doubt or whatever, but it's part of that transformation. And I'm willing, even though it's scary, it's uncomfortable, it makes me even like now feel like, but I need this and I am open to it. And I'm so grateful that I can be part of all these people, even though I had fought so much for so long. But now I'm ready. Well, maybe not completely ready, but I'm willing and I'm here and I'll show up. And and I know it will be good for me and for all of the people because I have a lot to give in my own way, in my own intellectual, whatever way.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's all consider ourselves in the middle of a giant, beautiful embrace, hugged for exactly who you are. Thank you for being.
Thank you.
That's all I've got, Joyce.
Thank you so much, Joy. It was like just a beautiful embrace of this whole session tonight. All right, everyone. One word, one phrase before we leave, and we will see each other soon.
Well, in my case, it's gratitude. I'm just like filled with gratitude for everything and everything, and myself even.
Beautiful. All right, who else?
Infinity.
Fabricia, how about you?
I have three.
Go ahead.
Beauty, light, and harmony.
And Elsa, dear.
Fulfillment.
And mine is divine embrace. Really appreciate all of you coming and being here. And thank you so much again, Elsa, for our collaboration for these sessions. And thank you, Joy, for hosting them. All
This one will show up on YouTube. We've had some struggles lately, but this one will.
Yes, very good. All right. Many blessings, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.